Good morning from Thailand. What is up? Hello. Starting our morning and our day with some legendary Thailand Isan EDM. How are you guys doing? Good morning wherever you are in the world. If you're watching this live stream on replay, make sure you're subscribed so you can catch me when I'm actually live and we can chat in real life. If you're here live or you're watching the replay, please check in. Let me know where you are in the world. As I always say, it's just fascinating to see people. You know, every day I do a live stream, somebody checks in from the most random, craziest place in the world, somewhere in like Africa or North Korea or who knows. No audio? Should have audio. Oh, we have audio. I have audio. Okay. Ishfac was just trolling. Ish frequently asked questions was just trolling. Used to be in Thailand, back in the good old USA. Mike Tech, what is up? What is up? Mike Tech says the audio is good, but I'm not sure about that music though. Bro, if you've ever been to like a very super redneck like Thai diesel truck car show, or like a two-stroke motorbike race, or any like Thai party, this is the music that gets people moving. Bro, you can be in a restaurant somewhere and it's like, or a bar, and it's like 2 a.m. and all the staff is about to fall asleep and they're just standing there like super sleepy, and this music comes on, they can't help but dance. It is the most entertaining thing in the world. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. Lots of people absolutely hate Thai Isan EDM. I love it. I love it. I think the reason I love it so much is some of the craziest experiences of my entire life, that has been the background music of those experiences. I'm talking about being on my motorbike tour up in the middle of nowhere, like Isan, Thailand, and just randomly like running into like a party of Thai people who are out drinking at 1 a.m. or the NGO motorbike races or the diesel truck car shows. It's like that is the background music to some of the most chaotic, wildest experiences of my life. So I guess I love it. Yeah. Plans for the day, man. I'm getting caught up, dude. Hilton Head. Very nice, Scott. Hilton Head's very beautiful. Fred is in John TM. And it's all old fat guys. It's debatable if I'm old, but I'm definitely not fat. Yeah. Yeah, John TM's definitely a tourist destination. Go to southern John TM. So go down like around Soy 17 and stuff like that. It's definitely more Thai people down there. But yeah. I was out on John TM Soy 7 last night with a couple of my Patreon members. I had a couple of my Patreon members in town. So we went out to Soy 7 John TM last night, had a few drinks, shot some pool, got stuck in a massive rainstorm, and got stuck at the bar for hours. So if any of you guys want to join the CB Media meetups, we do them pretty much on a monthly basis. They're all organized through my Patreon. The link is in the video description. Yeah, but plans for today, man, is trying to get caught up. Last Wednesday, I shot the boat video that was just released on the main CB Media YouTube channel to promote the service riding on Thai longtail riverboats. And so Wednesday I shot that video. Thursday I was traveling back to Pattaya Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all I did was edit. Just edit, work on things, and I've just been overwhelmed. And I've ignored so much. I've ignored my emails. There's so much stuff that I need to do, organizing future video shoots. I am so behind because I've literally Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was just all completely consumed by creating and editing that content to get it up this weekend because I didn't have a video go up last weekend. So I am super, super behind. What up, RJ? Thanks, man. I appreciate you watching. Scott and Joe were talking about the boat video. Yeah, the boat video came out pretty good. I didn't want to make that one super long because, I've made like 3 or 4 boat videos over the past like 4 years. And, at a certain point, it gets repetitive. So there's no point in making a 30-minute video about it. But the video needed to be made because I partnered with my Thai friend to offer that experience to people who are coming to Thailand. It's something I get literally every day. Somebody asking me, Chad, I want to go for a ride on one of those Thai longtail riverboats, and it's finally time to offer that service. So I posted that video last night and an Instagram reel, and I checked this morning and I had like I think 28 emails from people wanting to actually go on a ride on a turbo longtail riverboat in Thailand. So, out of those 28 people, how many people actually do it? I don't know. We'll see. And that's just the video being up for 12 hours and Instagram reel being up for 12 hours. So, I don't know. We'll see. Michigan in the house. What's up? Right before I left the US, I was in Michigan. I went up there to photograph a beautiful 1,000 horsepower Bayside Blue R34 GTR for Super Street Magazine. Yeah, that's the only time I've ever been to Michigan my entire life. Today's live stream is pretty much just a checking in and saying hello with you guys because I haven't been live for like 5 days. I do my best to be as consistent as possible doing these live streams, at least, 4 live streams a week. But sometimes I just get caught up in like creating content and editing content for the main channel that it's really difficult, man. Yeah. That video gave me flashbacks of going to murder giant catfish on my last trip. So much Leo, so much Leo. Yeah. Yeah. Leo's better than Chang though, you know? So, but yeah, I'm trying my best to be as consistent as possible on this channel, but it's just difficult, you know. Like, that video that I just posted last night on the main channel is only 10 minutes and 55 seconds, but it took like 2 days to edit that just to get it exactly the way I want it. Sometimes I'm way, uh, I'm a perfectionist to a fault at some point when it comes to, at least when it comes to editing my videos, that most of the time, you know, I should be able to get the job done in 6 to 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours, and I end up taking double that to edit a video. It's terrible. Back in the day when I was doing my like, I can't even imagine. At one point when I did my Isan motorbike tour, I shot, edited, and posted a video every day for 14 days. And looking back at that, I'm like, how the hell did I do that? Like, I don't get how the hell I don't I have no idea how the hell I did that. It should be Sunday night in the US for a lot of you guys. Oh, Rich, 100%. Rich says, I would like to see a blind taste test. Leo, Chang, and Sing with ice cubes and all. Can you identify them correctly? 100%, dude. 100, like one sip. Yeah, one sip I could identify them. What's up, Chris? I hate Chang. I'll drink water before I drink Chang. I hate Chang. So that's an easy one. Uh Leo just tastes more bitter. So that's an easy one as well. And then Singha is the last one. Mr. Spade says, "Hey Chad, watching from Robinsonville right now. Nice. Wore my CB Media dry fit to the Dragon today. Look at that." A group of us were talking about going to Thailand soon. We know who to call when we do. Yeah, man, especially if you like, I don't know if it's going to be your first trip or not, but, you know, up in northern Thailand, like the road that goes from Chiang Mai to Pai and the whole, what's considered the Mae Hong Song Loop, bro, it makes the tail of the dragon look like a Florida highway. It's unbelievable. You're like, there's no way this is a real, like, public road. It's just switchback after switchback after switchback for hours. Hours. It's insane. It's it's like the Dragon, but it goes on instead of for 11 miles, it's like 100 miles. It's crazy. Progress on cream pie as we're just waiting on parts at this point. Yeah, it's a waiting game at this point just for parts, really, man. So, need a power steering pump. Ah, $900. $900 for a freaking power steering pump. Yeah, so just ordering parts, waiting on parts. We've done what we can for now. Yeah, just waiting on parts, really, man. What's up? Good morning. 10:26 Sunday night. Nice. Boston, no more motorbike tours for me. I did one about a year ago that I did not film. I did it just to do it because I missed doing it and I hated it. Yeah, no more motorbike tours for me, man. Uh, those happened during a time when, the world was in a lockdown and there was very little traffic on the road. Now we are back to full capacity of total maniacs driving on the roads in Thailand that are willing to kill themselves, their families, and you to pass on blind corners and hills to get somewhere 60 seconds sooner. It is psychotic the way these people drive. And it makes the experience not enjoyable. It makes it dangerous. And it makes it even more dangerous to attempt to be constantly riding and filming and like at the same time. Like when you ride a motorbike in Thailand now, you need to be 100% focused on making sure that you don't die. And any distraction of turning cameras on and off or talking to cameras or talking about this or talking about that, it's just not worth it, man. Yeah, it's not enjoyable. It's not fun. If I did do those videos, you would hate them because I would be complaining and cursing at people nonstop because of it's not that experience was only possible during that time. You can still go do a motorbike tour, but it's going to be a lot different than the motorbike tours I did, you know? So, Stagwar in the house. Mr. Spade, yeah. You can check Airbnb. Airbnbs are cheap, bro. Airbnbs are cheap. Um, you can either do, I mean, it really depends on where you want to go. But if I was you, I would base myself out of Pai. Pai, pie. What my car is named after, a cream pie. You can get like a really badass cabin up in Pai. I would fly into Chiang Mai and then rent uh, rent your motorcycles in Chiang Mai, and then ride from Chiang Mai to Pai, but then base yourself out of Pai. If that's what you're looking out of your for your Thailand trip, if that's what you're looking for. How about Soy 6 tours? Coming soon, sir. That is something that we have discussed. We'll see how the we'll see how the whole Thai riverboat thing goes. We'll see how we'll see how that goes. If I want to branch out or not. What do I think of Cham? Work might send me there in about 8 months, but I've never been before. It's chill. It's a good place to retire. It's a good place to work. It's cheap. It's beautiful. You'd be happy there. I mean, there's not going to be much partying or like bar girls or like nightclubs and stuff like that. But it's a really, really chill. It's beautiful. Yeah. You, if work is sending you there, um, yeah, it's worst places to be, man. Absolute worst places to be. Mr. Mullet, I am very glad I did my motorbike tours during that time. 100%. 100%. You know, I didn't know at that time how special that experience was, but I do now. So, about a year ago, I did a motorbike tour from the bottom tip of Phuket in Rawai through Phuket to Phang Nga to Krabi to Surat Thani to Koh Samui. And it sucked. It sucked. It was not fun. Yeah, it was not fun. Yeah. Lou, exactly, bro. Stagwar, massive rain last night. I got called in it. Yeah. We had a group of the guys off Patreon, Stagwar. Not many. I think we had like four. And we were out shooting pool. And yeah. This is John TM Soy 7. That's my motorbike right there. Yep. Rained like that for a good solid 2 hours. So eventually it eased up enough where I felt safe enough to get home on my motorbike very, very slowly. But yeah. Aaron, I have zero plans to go to Canada. Yeah, I don't have any plans to go to Canada, man. Chiang Mai, Tuesday to Thursday. Nice. Enjoy it. Chiang Mai is beautiful. I haven't been up there in a long time. They had a landslide in Phuket. I did not see that, but that does not surprise me. They have a lot of landslides in Phuket because they get a lot of rain there this time of year. Phuket this time of year gets wrecked, bro, because all the weather comes in from that side and it just pounds Phuket. Like this time of year, Phuket probably gets the worst rain of probably any place in Thailand. Um, Sucks, man. Yeah. Yeah, do not. I had a friend of mine message me and he's go, "Yeah, man, I got a good deal. I'm going to Phuket in September." It's his first time in Thailand. I was like, "You idiot. Like you got a good deal because it's like you're going to be in the middle of a monsoon 6, 8 hours a day for your entire trip." This is why people, if you've never been to Thailand before, like, geez, dude, spend the money to book a consultation service with me. Like, I was like, you dumbass, dude. I don't know what ended up happening. He was going to attempt to try to cancel his like hotel reservations and stuff, and go from Phuket instead of Phuket, go to Koh Samui, where there's much much less rain in September than Phuket. Reg, a little bit of both. Rich, I bought an X Max. X Max 300, X Max 300cc. Sure, I got a photo or video of it somewhere. There you go. X Max 300cc. It's lightly modified. It has like the wheels are powder coated metallic red, aftermarket seat, exhaust, suspension, uh, brake levers and reservoir and mirrors and windshield, and it's lowered. It's like it's slammed. Like I go over some of the speed bumps here and I scrape over the speed bumps on my motorbike. It sits so low. It's like just slammed. But it's a cool bike. Yeah. I mean the X Max 300 and the Forza 350 are both really great bikes. Scott says Philippines rains really bad in August. Yeah, I mean all over Southeast Asia does. And really with the Philippines it also depends on where you are in August. I've heard like Siargao has a drastically different climate as far as when rainy season is compared to like Manila. So I think it depends on where you are. Stagwar says we need to see that dude's K20 EG hatchback. Oh yeah, Tempest TV. Yeah, he's got a YouTube channel with like I think 14,000 subscribers. So Rich, nice buy. Rich bought an ADV 350 last week. Nice so far. Yeah, those are great bikes. Super cool bikes, man. Where are you at, Rich? What part of Thailand are you in? Or are you in Thailand? I don't know. Maybe they sell ADV 350s somewhere else. Yeah, the AD 350 is super cool. I mean, it's essentially just a Forza 350 with different body panels and, adventure style. But yeah, those are super cool. I like those bikes a lot. Yeah, I considered getting one, but I don't know. I kind of like the sporty look of the X Max. So, Bangkok, cool. Rich, if you look up, made some videos about it before, Poonsup Market, Poonsup, Poonsup Market, up in Patoon Thani. It's like a giant market that's just full of motorbike accessories. So if you want to get like aftermarket windshield and brake levers and exhaust and shocks and brake calipers and anything and everything you can think of, you can go to Poonsup Market and get all your accessories. They'll install everything there, just good to go. Loop 101 in the house with the £5 super chat. Loop, I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. Loop just bought me lunch today. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man. That is some Pad Kerpow and a Coke Zero for lunch. Thank you, sir. How much would a used Civic hatchback with a K20 cost? Here in Thailand, the Civic hatchbacks are so cheap. As long as you're talking about an EG, like the same thing that Tempest TV has, you get a really, really nice, like fully restored, really, really nice swapped Civic hatchback here for 8,000 US. Anywhere from 6 to 10,000 US. 6 to 10,000 US depends on how nice it is. But the EK hatchbacks, man, they're like 30,000. They're like 3 to 5 times the price for the EK Civic hatchbacks. But you can get an EG like the early 90s, cheap, man. Probably cheaper here than you can get it in the US for the same quality. Northwoods, that sounds really nice, dude. As long as it's not winter. I don't think I would want to be in Wisconsin during the winter. Why don't you see many Yamaha four-wheelers there? I don't see that many four-wheelers here at all. Um, I think just because that type of off-roading is not very popular. Like now that you mention it, I hardly see any four-wheelers here at all. Or like side-by-sides. Like it's just not a very common form of motorsports here. Really, that I know of, there's not really that many like dirt bike stuff here either. Nah, just the Zuzu. It doesn't make sense for them to do TDI swaps because the availability of parts. You to do if you use a 4JJ engine, if you use that four-cylinder diesel, you can make double the horsepower for half the price with parts everywhere. So it doesn't make sense to do you know, it doesn't make sense to do TDIs. Aaron has a good question and a good point. He's asking about van life and like overlanding. It's starting to become popular here. It's definitely something that is gaining some type of momentum here in Thailand and Southeast Asia. It's extremely popular in the Philippines. Overlanding and like van life is very, very popular in the Philippines. And the reason it's very popular in the Philippines, but it's not very popular in Thailand, is because the availability, the pricing, and the quality of hotels. You can be out in the middle of absolutely nowhere, bro. If you're here in Thailand, you can get in a car from my condo and drive 5 hours out in the middle of absolutely nowhere. And you can get a clean, modern, nice hotel for 15 to 20 bucks a night. So, because of that reason, van life and overlanding just really isn't popular. But on the flip side of that, when you're in the Philippines, the availability of clean, nice hotels is very, very few and far in between. So, because of that, overlanding and van life is really, really popular in the Philippines. But here in Thailand, not so much. You do occasionally see people doing it, but they do it because they want to do it, but it doesn't exist out of necessity like how it does in the Philippines or even in the US. Because if you're traveling around the US, you're going to end up paying at bare minimum $100 a night for a decent hotel. So people go van life or overlanding out of necessity to save money. Where that $100 hotel in the US, the same quality hotel here is $15. So it's like, you know, Reg says, thanks, Chad. I hope we can meet sometimes in the future in Thailand for a beer and talk cars. Dude, I appreciate the super chat, Reg, and definitely hope you make it here, man. The only place I've ever been that has a better cost to remoteness ratio for hotels is Malaysia. Yeah, Malaysia has some pretty good hotels, pretty nice hotels for the money as well. Uh, So does Vietnam. Vietnam has a lot of really nice hotels for the money. But as far as accommodations go, quality for the cost, it's I think Thailand's almost unbeatable, like worldwide. You just get really nice, new, clean, modern hotels pretty much all over the country for 20 bucks. It's unbelievable. Scott, yeah. Scott, yeah, if you're up like in like a very rural area of Thailand, for sure, dude, you get really, really cheap hotels. I mean, we're talking about 15 bucks. Okay, so we're gonna look. Like I said, just if you just drive 5 hours in one direction. So this is where I am. Pattaya currently. So let's just go 5 hours this way. I don't know. Hotels. So this hotel has 4.6 stars with 116 reviews. And it is 587 baht, which is 17 US dollars for this hotel. So it's 17 bucks for this hotel. So this is what the hotel looks like. I mean, it's got a rain head shower, bro. It's got a rain head shower. There's nothing wrong with this hotel. They even have a cat. And a dog. Hair dryer, Wi-Fi. Yeah, 17 bucks a night for that hotel. So that's the reason why, like, van life is not very popular here, because you can get that. Dude, that hotel is at least $250 a night in downtown Chicago. Yeah. It's better than Best Western in Denver. Jaden, yeah, there's a ton of Airbnbs. We went through and looked at a bunch of Airbnbs, and I have a clip on this channel we went through and spent like 30 to 45 minutes looking at Airbnbs. It's a pretty good video, Jaden. Yeah, I mean, yeah, so that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, you go, so this place, I just picked a random place. This has 4.4 stars, 657 for the rating, and it is 807 baht. So it is 23 bucks. So this place is 23 bucks a night. And yeah, that looks pretty nice. Looks pretty nice for 23 bucks. That's what I'm saying. The hotels, brand new, modern, giant windows, good quality beds. Look at the bathroom. Look at this bathroom. This is $23 a night, bro. $23 a night for this place. You can even get setups like this. So this is what they call a family room here. So this makes it even cheaper. Like if it's like you and your girlfriend and a buddy and his girlfriend, you split this at $23 a night. Or if it's you and 4 friends, if you want to, if it's you and 4 friends, you can get this room, which is probably, double the price, and is probably 40 bucks a night, but you got 4 people, and then it comes out to 10 bucks a night. See what I'm saying? Look at this place, bro. Come on, look at that. $23 a night. Get out of here, dude. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah. That's why, again, if you're doing van life in Thailand, it's because you just want to do van life. You know what I'm saying? Aaron, yeah, there's no point of being a citizen, man. Um, yeah, Aaron was asking about being a citizen. As you said before, not being a citizen is better, right? So if I was to move to Thailand there, what would I be? And such, how can I get work? Like work as a prep cook. You can move here just on a visa. Um, yeah, you're a guest in the country. You're not an immigrant because you haven't immigrated because you don't you're to be a citizen. It's decades of work, and it's there's only a very limited amount of people that are actually become a citizen. So yeah, it doesn't make sense. So, but I mean, if you want to be a cook, the only way you're going to be a cook is through like a very big, like major chain like Hilton or the Marriott or something like that. Then you could possibly get something, and they would provide you with a work permit, basically. Rich says Airbnb technically not legal in Thailand, but no one is keeping track of that. Correct, Rich. When I came back from Poland, I spent my first 2 weeks in Bangkok in an Airbnb, and it's Airbnb is technically legal in Thailand as long as you stay for a month or more. It is legal as long as you stay for a month or more. But under a month, technically it's illegal. Just like technically speeding on the roads of Thailand is illegal. Technically, driving drunk is illegal. Technically, prostitution is illegal. Technically, lots of things are illegal in this country and they just continue to operate because it puts money in people's pockets. So, yeah. Stagwar, facts, man. Stagwar said, "Imagine all the snoring and farts if I shared that room with my friends." Yeah, dude. That's why I'm 100% over staying in hostels. Like I'm good. I don't think weed is not legal here. That's another thing. It is not legal. It's decriminalized, but it's not legal. Yeah. So it's Thailand things, bro. It's Thailand things, you know? So it is what it is. Yeah, Aaron. It is decriminalized, technically. I could be wrong. Somebody can correct me, but I'm pretty sure it's decriminalized. Yeah, I think technically it's decriminalized. Yeah, they're everywhere. Yeah. What Rich is saying, I have to be careful how much I say the W word, WEED on YouTube because just saying that will get your video demonetized. It's wild. Especially seeing how the state that YouTube is based in, California, it's legalized. But they still demonetize videos that you say it. Anyway, there's more of, call it broccoli. There's more broccoli stores than restaurants here. There's more broccoli stores than bars. It's everywhere, bro. It's everywhere. Stagwar, we saw some when we were looking on the Airbnb for the pool villas. Airbnb is your best place to check for those. Um, we saw some really, really nice ones when we were looking on Airbnb. Like, it was a live stream from like a month ago, I think. No, it was longer than a month ago. We did that live stream when I was before I left to go to Poland. So it was maybe two months ago. Dwayne, it's not really Thai stick. Like Thai stick, it does exist here, but I mean, most of what everybody has now is like high end strains that come from like the U.S. and stuff. People. I really don't. I really don't smoke. But people give me that stuff all the time, man. Like it's people just give me this stuff. Like I've had this. I've had this for probably 6 months. Does anybody does anybody know if it goes bad? Does anybody know if this stuff goes bad or not? Carbon fiber. I don't smoke, but it, I smoke maybe I smoke. Listen, if I'm out and I'm drinking and I'm drunk and somebody goes, "Chad, you sure, why not?" But like, yeah. Live chat with Uncle Snoop. I have recently. I drank pretty much an entire bottle of Thai whiskey on stream. I am not doing that on stream. There's no way. Will not go bad unless open. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not doing that on stream. That would be terrible. I would just sit here like this. Nobody talk to me. I'm not answering any questions. We would just be staring at each other for like an hour. Christy says, "Come to Canada. It's legal." Um, I mean, it's decriminalized. We have more broccoli stores here than you do in Canada. Like people sit at bars, like they sit at the bar and smoke a joint at the bar. Like, I mean, it's when you go to places like California or Canada, even though it's legal, they're stricter there than they are here. Like literally, you can be sitting at a bar smoking a joint. Richard, nah, it was Sang Sum. It was one of my most recent streams. I pretty much drank an entire like it was a small bottle, but I pretty much drank an entire bottle of Sang Sum on stream. My Thai friend, when I got back from Thailand, gave me. He was like, "Welcome back. Here's a gift," and it was a bottle of Sang Sum. I was like, "Thanks, bro." I'm normally a Johnny Walker guy. I normally drink Johnny Walker Black, FYI. If you ever see me out and you want to buy me a drink, Johnny Walker Black and Coke Zero is my go-to drink. But my Thai friend gave me a bottle of Thai whiskey. So the polite thing to do would be drink it. So I did that. Oh, that's good, Christy. Christy says we have some weed bars here now. Yeah, we have like the new hot thing here is like lounges. So there's like a dispensary downstairs, but then upstairs it's a complete lounge with like couches and PlayStation. They have bars where you can get alcohol and food and everything, and you can rent bongs. You can rent a bong by the hour. So you go in the dispensary, you buy what you buy, you get your broccoli, you go upstairs, you get like a couch, like set up with your friends, you rent a bong. They sell food, they sell beer, they sell liquor, they sell whatever. You play video games, you can watch Netflix, movies, whatever. It's crazy. I had a bottle of Thai whiskey at the airport, had an 8 hour layover in London. Well, my luggage was already checked, and I never thought about the big bottle not being allowed through security. Dang, man. Dang. Aaron, if you go up to northern Thailand, like around Pai and like that area, mushroom shakes are very common. You go to like some of the islands, mushroom shakes are very common. The other one, not so much. But yeah, mushroom shakes are on the islands and then up in northern Thailand. A lot of the bars, you'll go into a bar and you order a beer, and they will also sell you a mushroom shake at the bar, which is definitely not legal, but they do it anyway because it's Thailand. Why not a B58 in the E30? Anthony, are you suggesting I pull out the S65 M3 V8 to put a turbocharged inline six that sounds like a straight piped Honda in cream pie? I should ban you, Anthony. That's a that's a terrible suggestion. They make a lot of horsepower. Oh my god, they make so much horsepower. I could make double the horsepower, but it would be half the amount of fun, and it would sound like poop. Great engines, great engines. They just don't sound like the S65. Yes, Stagwar. Full Moon Party has mushroom shakes on demand for sure. Yeah, sound matters, dude. These days, bro, if you just want horsepower, if you just want to go fast, go buy a Tesla Plaid, right? Go buy. We're at a point when it comes to car enthusiasts, horsepower is plentiful. You no longer will have to worry about making enough power. We're past those days. Horsepower is easy and cheap in 2024. There's tons of ways to run 10-second quarter miles. What is going to continue to be more rare and more difficult is having a really good analog driving experience. Something that like what a German V8 that has crazy throttle response thanks to ITBs and a flat plane crank and revs to almost 9,000 RPM. That experience is just going to get more rare and more difficult and more expensive to have. Yeah, go buy an R35. Yeah, buy an R35 and do like bolt-ons and you run tens. It's crazy. What kind of torque are you making with the BMW? Not much. It's not a very torquey engine. It makes 350 horsepower at the wheels and 290 wheel torque. So that's at the wheels. But the car weighs next to nothing, you know? Scott, correct. Yeah. Tragic. The wheels that are on the car is OZ Futuras, and I I don't want to change the wheels. Like OZ Futuras are in my top three favorite wheels of all time. Of all time. I've wanted to own a set of those wheels my entire life. I've never been able to afford a set of those wheels. They're extremely rare and extremely expensive. Um, I don't think I'll ever change the wheels on that car. Like they're perfect for that car. Like I love those wheels. If I did anything to change the look of the car, was like I was looking around at Hamburger. I cannot do tour guide services in Thailand. It is not, as a foreigner, you're not allowed to do that. That is why, like, even the what me and my Thai friend are offering for people to experience the Thai longtail riverboats. It's not a tour; it's a ride on a boat. But even then, I won't be there when it happens because I don't want to have any problems. It's his thing; it's his business. I'm just helping drive customers to his business. Um, but if you're a foreigner in Thailand, you cannot be a tour guide. There's a bunch of Russians that are currently getting busted for being tour guides in Thailand. Like they're busting a bunch of Russians because the Russians are starting up tour guide services and it's supposed to be Thai people as the tour guide, but it's obviously very difficult to find Thai people who speak Russian. So they end up doing the tour guides. End up being tour guides themselves. And there's been a bunch of Russian people lately busted and deported because of them working as a tour guide, which is not legal in Thailand. Man, I was trying to find a photo of a vinyl wrap livery on an E30 that I really liked, that I considered doing, but I don't know. I like the car kind of clean as it is, to be honest. I can't find it. Screw it. Correct. Correct. Yeah. Yeah, you can own the tour guide service, but the person being the tour guide, that's what the Russians were doing. The Russians, they would own the service to be a tour guide to other Russians. But because you can't get a there's tons of Thai people that speak English, but finding a Thai person that speaks Russian is pretty difficult. Jaden, Rotas are okay, but instead of Rotas, I would get Koenigs. Koenig has really nice flow formed wheels that are lighter and stronger and are priced about the same. Seriously, I would look into the flow formed Koenigs that are available. I had a set on my 350Z back in the day and I really liked them. Yeah, I would look into the Koenigs. They're nice. Steve, it is cream pie. Like that, Steve. Cream pie. Eric, I rent a car all the time. Uh, I rent a car. I rented a car just when I went to Bangkok, or yeah, well, I went to Bangkok to go film the Thai longtail riverboat video. I rented a car. It's cheap to rent cars here, and it's super easy. But I would only rent a car if you have experience driving in Southeast Asia. Um, you definitely shouldn't just rock up your first time in Thailand, your first time in Asia, and rent a car. That makes no sense because hiring a taxi service is so cheap. Like Grab, we have Grab, which is like the Southeast Asian version of Uber, and it is so incredibly cheap. It does not make sense for you to drive. It just doesn't make sense. Um, so unless you have a real reason to do it, it doesn't make sense. Me, I've been driving in Thailand for years, so I'm used to it at this point. I understand the driving style, I understand how the roads work. But if you're new to Thailand, Southeast Asia, don't rent a car. It's a terrible idea. It doesn't make sense. There's plenty of forms of transportation. You can hire private taxi services with really nice cars for cheap. You can use Grab and Bolt, which is basically like Uber. Or, bro, if you're going from like Bangkok and Pattaya and back, they have massive buses that are incredibly cheap and so comfortable. We're talking about $5, $5 US, and you have this really nice, comfortable seat. It's like tons of leg room. It's even more comfortable than being on an airplane. And, 3 hours later, you're in Bangkok or Pattaya or whichever way you're going. And it's like $5 US. It doesn't make sense to rent a car. Tony is asking about e-bikes. Yeah, e-bikes are getting popular here. They're getting way more popular here, but I'm not a fan of them because of the the driving style in Thailand. It's important to have a motorbike that can be heard. Like I will never own a motorbike with stock exhaust. Every motorbike I have, I will always have an aftermarket exhaust on it, just so people hear me coming. So e-bikes are just not, in my opinion, it's not a good idea in Thailand because of the driving style here and the way people drive. It just doesn't make sense. Cream Pie will be back on the road probably September, I hope. We're just waiting on parts. How many vehicles do you have? I have Cream Pie, my V8 E30. I have another E30 that you guys have never seen, that was on a very famous TV show, a car TV show that I can't really talk about, that was a very famous British network where it's a very famous show about cars that lots of times they do road trips to different places. And I worked for that TV show and that network for like 4 months to help them film their TV show here in Thailand. Uh, so I have a vehicle that was on that TV show. I have that E30. So I have two E30s. I have Cream Pie and I have that E30, which is now it's a truck. It's an E30 pickup truck. Um, I have my Evo. I have a Mark 7 Volkswagen GTI that's still in the US, and I have my X-Max 300. Carbon fiber. Loud pipes save lives. Facts, bro. Facts. Jade, not the SSRs. Koenig, like this. The SSRs are like twice the price of the wheels you were looking at. Koenig wheels. Google this company. They've been in business for like 30, 40 years. They were super popular back in like the 90s and 2000s. Someone's asking about the price of premium gas in Thailand. It's currently about 35 baht per liter. Good luck doing the math on that. Yeah, the ferries are great too. I'm trying to get caught up on comments here. Rich says I waited a year to rent and drive a car. Now I'm good. It takes all your attention. People, carts, motorcycles, cars, trucks, all going, yeah, every possible direction. The U-turns are killer. Yeah, man. A lot of the places here, especially if you're in Pattaya, don't have sidewalks. So people are walking in the road, motorbikes in the road. It's chaos. It's chaos. I am very grateful that my first time driving a car in Thailand was during the pandemic. So I started driving during the pandemic. So just like the reason I said the motorbike tours were great during that time, there were very few people on the roads. So I started my driving journey in Thailand during the pandemic. The roads were empty. And then they slowly got more busy. So I slowly adapted to the chaos of Thailand roads because over the next year, they just got more busy and more busy, more busy. So I was able to ease into it instead of just being tossed in the middle of the chaos. I got very, very lucky in that manner. Are there any do-it-yourself garage spaces you can rent? Stagward? No, not really. I mean, I'm sure if you walk into a shop, if you have friends, if you have a friend, like I have friends that have shops here, and if I wanted to go, hey, can I just rent a lift for a day and work on the car myself? They would let me for sure. You would just have to pay them money. But I would never do that. I mean, it's, their labor rate is like, $10 to $15 an hour. And it's hot as hell in Thailand. Like it would just be torture to work on a car here. I've never been to Australia. I would love to go to Australia. I want to go to Australia because I want to go to summer Nats. Yeah, one day. Is there a way to order stuff from the auto market? Steve, not online. Not online. And if you do find a way to do it, don't do it because you won't get your parts, or you'll get a different part, or you'll spend a year chasing them and begging them to give you the part you ordered. Don't order anything online. No. Yeah. Don, great story, bro. Yeah, gas here is kind of pretty much like the same price as gas is back from where I'm from, Atlanta. It's not California prices. Uh, it's definitely not California prices, but it's gas is about the fuel is about the same price as what I paid back in Atlanta. Guys, we just crossed over the 1 hour mark on this live stream. I wanted to keep this one semi short. My goal was under an hour, but I didn't notice that we passed an hour, or an hour and 2 minutes. I am so backed up. I have so much stuff to do today because, like I said, I spent the past like week strictly just creating, shooting, and editing the long tail riverboat video to get that up Sunday because I didn't get a video up last weekend. And I'm so behind on emails and so much stuff to do. So I'm going to let you guys go, but I will be back tomorrow morning with another live stream. So, once again, if you're watching this on replay, dude, subscribe, turn on the bell so you get notified when I'm going live. But I will be back here once again on the CB live channel in 24 hours. So I got shit to do, people to see, places to go.